Please ensure you're in the right place to shop at Kiriga Retail for grocery session. Everything for $1 Canadian. Don't get overcharged. Kiriga is here to help you with easy shopping decision every yearly. You chose US, we chose you. Sudan said not to south of Sudan, argued must use Sudan copyrights right now on world map. Sudan also continue encouraging peace, love, courage and determination for the entire world map. Wayne Hassan Zizidane for sure disagreed and quit Uber 6X family relationship, so what will that be of help? Wayne Hassan Zizidane living his life and the 6X must also live their own life, including the 6X employees or helpers.
Kilometers per hour and then 120 kilometers per hour. That's how the races goes. But we normally start well and then we reach well home there in Windsor in London Park. So even including kitcheners, including going to Daresford for work, and then even in Gulgari, that's my normal speeds of highways, whatever is 401, whatever is Gulgari 1, whatever, anyway, that's how the speeds normally go. See you on my next video. Ladies and gentlemen, that is me, Wayne Hassan, as is it on. Let's just quickly look into a few areas here. Those areas could be elections. Okay, we have elections, but those elections has no voting anywhere worldwide. Okay, they have no voting anywhere worldwide. So as a person, you have your right, okay, to verify between these cases that we are negotiating. The case is sealed, that is the Sudan map. Okay, and then the telecommunication issues, and then the market price. On the market price areas, you have Ethiopia. They are selling a bull, a small bull. That is a bull or a cow, $650. Imagine if it's beer, Ethiopian beer. That is 25,000. Or from a goat, a minor goat is $30. So you see, that is basically the market prices cases that are based on those areas that we see, and those cases come with those areas that you are seeing here on the that we are going to attach and touch very briefly with you guys here. So if you will scroll down, that is basically sealed the market issues. Okay, and then the areas that we are mentioning, you can see alongside there their map there, and the case is sealed right there. Okay, so let's particularly look here. That is to do with the Uber. Okay, this is Uber. Okay, let's say it Uber. If we are to zoom, that is Uber. Okay, you can see that is Uber. And then if we say it we know that that Uber is different, a medical. Okay, from Madi tribe in Kenya, and then he came from Kenya. Okay, he's a Sudanese or either Ugandan or a Canadian, but both answers are correct. Okay, he came from Sudan. Okay, and then if by name they can call him like that, that is his name there. Who is the 6X? Okay, who is actually 6X? The 6X are the family he has. Okay, the families Oba has, and then those families' names, they're there, the wife, and then the children, the 4 children, they're all 6 of them, they're all X. Okay, 6X, that is what the Oba himself is a X, the wife is X, and then the 4 children, they're X. Because why? We don't have concrete relationships. The relationships are they expired between us and them, so it expired. That's why I don't go to their home, but they don't come to me, and then I don't know them, anything about them I don't know. Nobody knows about that. Okay, that's why they are called X, and then that's why I'm also called X for that. Then for them, they also call me like that because we have no idea, no clue, nothing. So Uba is known as this wine fake father due to Madisms. Okay, he's a fake father of mine, and he's a Madism. Okay, so Wayne Hassan, if you look, Wayne Hassan work at K, and then the Uber work right there at Uber. Okay, so that's the differences we have. Okay, what age does Wayne has? That is 18 years. Then which is celebrated every yearly for at least 9,999 years. Okay, as the Stone Finance Bank team. Shall you they got questioned. Dear my DNA, of course, if you should be having a question, and then you can go by my DNA. Okay, so if you thoroughly look, that is Sudan. Okay, that's the Sudan Mahdi, and then DRC Mahdi, and then Ugandan Mahdi, Kenyan Mahdi. Okay, that is East African Sudanese right there you are seeing. And then the cases is still to those areas that we are seeing right there. And then the cases of Sudan is to ensure the map is like that. And then they have this one, they have Equatorial Sudanese. These people live in Equatorial Sudanese land, the one that divide the country. So you read the information right there yourself, you try to understand them. And then yeah, based on the issues that you are seeing right there, we verify to you. Okay, so make your personal decisions, and then so that you will be able to get certified. And then if you want also this information, where can I find them? Yeah, we are on social media platforms. Okay, so that will be the basic areas that you will be able to catch all the informations required and needed. Okay, so let's roll here down to this end here. Okay, these are foods. Okay, of course the Krigers says everything you are seeing here is for $1. This is 5 kilograms of rice bag, and then this is cooking oil 5 liter, and then this is peanut. Okay, peanut, I mean not peanut, but this is granite. Okay, then the boxes here, the tomatoes, the beef and the meat departments here. Let's say this is from food basic. Okay, food basics. But if now the food basics and they authorize those stores to sell you the food in the cart, the whole cart here, you are seeing here, the whole cart is this one. This whole cart here you are seeing is, if the item is 4, that is $1 each, that must be $4. Okay, on those items, that is a checkout. Now if it come here, the receipt may say this is $28. The shopping cart here, the entire shopping cart you're seeing right there loaded like that is $28. Okay, either you pay $48, either you pay $68. So, or you pay $4, or you pay by the items you collected. The item numbers will be counted 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100 items, and then you pay $100. I mean, not $100. Yeah, $100. So that is, the more you pick, the more you pay. Okay, so you pick 28 items, you pay roughly that much, but the kilos is a kilo. One item is maybe 5 kilograms or 25 kilograms, and then for $1. Okay, if that is we the Krigers, and then we see, because the map is our problem, the Sudanese problems, and then what idea can we brought to the world. So this idea was we started bringing to the world. Okay, so you can see the original of the Sudan map itself was like this. That's the original Sudan map. It was like that. Every single person at least know that that's the Sudan map. Okay, so, and then later they got split. by the South Sudanese people, the SPLAs, the rebels of former Sudan and the most current Sudan. So they splitted that map and then they turned the game all around. And then they begin falling. Okay, so games become hard for most people to understand those areas that the game is rolled over. Okay, so what can we be doing as the people? So we thought very thoroughly that as the map is our own wrinkles, and then we must clearly bring good ideas that will open back that borders which has been closed down, and then fix the market price, and then as we are fixing the world map itself, okay, back again, because the guy was urging and then saying, yeah, they cannot at least do nothing about that, and then there is nothing they could be doing. Okay, so what will be our own issues on those areas if they cannot, they say they cannot do? Okay, what will be our own issues? Okay, so as the people, so that is the issue we must look is if we will come with a solution, because selling this if you look in Uganda, I remember selling the whole bull like this size, a bull or a cow. One cow is like 100,000, okay, or 60,000 even. You can get it in the Ugandan market. So that is typically, and if it's a goat, okay, a goat which is matured, and then you can of course get it 7,000 Ugandan shillings. That is less than 10,000 Ugandan shillings if it's a bigger goat. And then for pork, even this 3,500, the small one. Okay, so if it's bigger, is 5, and then depends on what you have. So that is there, you know, the situation in some areas. But now, if you look, if you put this is a whole bull or a whole cow for $200, yeah, that is you want to buy like entirely one, and all the Ugandan edition kettles. You want to buy roughly 7 kettles for $200, or for $600 you will take someone the entire assets or the abilities or revenues they may be having in the farms, because they are breeding small amount of addition cattle heads. So if you do that, you can rob off their kettles, putting some prices in hourly. So you know Sudan is not managed well for duration of 13 years. There has been a heavy conflict going on, and then they are still finding a peace. If they will find a love, that will be said. So with that, the whole situation turned all the tables around, and then interminglings, and then growing more rumors to the entire world. That's why if you look, any white person going from west or from white land, they are going to Africa, they are getting chased. Written something like that, because those people who went there, they already graduated, or they got more skills. And then we who are still here in the white land, we have no idea what is really, which games they are playing there over that particular cut zones. So it's heavy games those leaders they are playing. Their big roles. They are valuing each other's weaknesses and their strengths. What are their strengths? Is it the dollars they have? They have more dollars, or they don't? So if you look, everything there is food ratios also, and then does that also a contribution or no? Because the citizens, they are suffering because they are not on that. And then you may find some people they are helpful, they are on that, but that is the problem. So what would we be doing if those are the areas suggested for determination, for courage, for love, for peace within the world? So those are the areas that we have to verify and then see if there will be good reasons for every individuals anywhere worldwide. And if we tackle now the telecommunication is the areas that we the Kirigas that show you the grocery shops. I mean the grocery shop, which is the Kirigas, and then the reduction of those price, because if you look at the propagandas of the Doloramas coming to Canada around 2007, installations, they were launched all across Canada, and then they begin selling 25 cents any valued product or packages, 25 cents, or everything for $1. That's what they were coming. So Kiriga is like that, like those people. Is gonna be launched also all over across the world, like Dollarama has been launched across Canada. At the end, Dollarama become no longer $1, they become $6. You may see some of their products $6 these days. But for Kirigas, we ensure and thoroughly check, okay, every participants, every workers should know that Kiriga cannot, price cannot go, actually can go down, but cannot go really up, okay? Kiriga will remain as Kiriga, okay, retails anywhere possible. So that is the major challenges that we bring as the Kiriga teams and the Kiriga's retail stores anywhere worldwide. So by those areas that we are seeing, that is our emphasis, and then our tolerations, our duration on those issues, because we stood and we are working thoroughly. And if you see there, those are us. That is me. Everybody at least know that by me, Wayne Hassan, that is it. Normally, that's what they're calling. And you may know that we do a lot of fixing during the price jumping. How price were going during coronavirus, any other areas we've been participating fully and readjusting and adjusting everywhere possible. Okay, that was our major roles. Okay, so you know, shall we be a waste is not good. We must be a helpful people and individuals by putting full participation, so that we the Kriegers that show you this price. We will have the good arenas to run that particular price, whatever they are got higher, and then we will know is their chop for the telecommunications, because the telecommunications need mobile data, they need the cables, buying those cables, because those cables, they are the one you are renting from the households. And then the TV channels which you are having there, those digital box, the rich people don't want you to use it. So we want to expose that you can use it, okay, by getting the policies which they are getting, okay, the rate that they are getting. Our payroll departments will work, our accountants will work that cases, recovering all those areas that you are seeing, and then we will ensure, yes, we have at least come with the solutions that will bring a unity alongside, and then which will bring the price for you handy, if it's a TV, if it's a mobilities, and then it will be maybe of course less than $20. You buy the whole product. We don't have to follow you every month, getting rip your bills, getting rip you for bills, maybe payment and other things. We cannot do that. And then we know is we will fix you and leave you. You buy the product, we give you a receipt, you go, you are owned. Okay, that is our policies. So knowing that once you come to the stores, you get is the price is labeled there for you. You get your own price there, which is reasonable. So I really adjusted and really adjusted. No rumors, no nothings, and then we don't even do gimmicks. Okay, so everything is fixed by us. Okay. So we verify and then we look into issues, how many issues we really have alongside. So we have a lot of issues, okay, that are facing the particularly every individuals, okay. So that is the criteria that we are involved in. So with this, let's just say it, we may call this meeting a date now. And then we may extend if it comes to availability into that areas that we got be chatting further. Otherwise, if you want, that is me right there, Wayne Hassan, this is it on. And then you can also like it, you can subscribe, you can also view the entire files from start to finished. You can share the page, let them go viral, and then everybody knows, and then let everybody be begin going happy, because you can see there we also have